And we've got the Seahawks, superstar wide receiver. He's got a lot of momentum coming off a 160-yard game last week. It's the Seahawks and the 49ers on Thursday night primetime.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here in Seattle. What a great Thanksgiving of football it's been so far. CD also let me have the last piece of apple pie. That was very nice. It's a rarity. All of this is a rarity. All three of our games, divisional games on this Thanksgiving CD, and it wraps up here with the Niners and the Seahawks.
And I did not let you have the last piece of apple pie. If I'd known it was there, I would have eaten it myself.
But what a nightcap this could prove to be. The Niners and the Seahawks underway here in the Thanksgiving finale. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Breaks through the contact and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the try here for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They dump it off to Lynch, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Now it's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Man open, here is Jones. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Largent. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense, and they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, leave their leg up in the air, an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
They go play action now. Wilson. This one into the hands of Largent. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Wilson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Montana. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Montana. He completes it to Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up. Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield? Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions. It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it? You went horoscope on us, David. Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something. Anything, right? First and 10 for Montana and company. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 2. Wilson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Montana to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Craig. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 4. They will look to throw. Montana. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the play. One final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On first down, Montana. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. And spotted at the 14-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From a yard out. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, the run with Lynch. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. To throw is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's got daylight, and he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play.
There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Craig. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Craig. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down now. It's Craig. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that.